Now, we should tell people when you walked into the studio just now, as we speak, you are getting chemo, correct?
Yeah. The way the chemo works now is you go into the hospital, as I did yesterday morning, and from the time we walked in, checked out, it was almost 6 hours, and that's the first step of the chemo. Then as soon as that's done, they take that same chemo formula and they put it in a pump. And so I'm wearing this, this fanny bag, not as a fashion statement.
Right, Frankie goes, this isn't a fashion statement. This is actually doing something.
Yeah, but if you can see here are the lines. That yellow fluid that you see going through the line goes to a port that's in my chest here. And then this thing that looks like a vein isn't a vein. That's an actual tube that goes to an artery in my neck. And then another tube goes to my heart. And so the chemo is constantly being pumped through my entire body, through my heart. It's using that as a propulsion. So I am now here doing your interview because I love you on chemo 8, day 2.
Wow. How do you feel? Do you, I mean, everybody, look, cancer has touched, if not anyone directly, there's not a person you can find, a family member, someone close, a loved one or something. I've certainly had it in my family and all that. And you hear people have differing feelings about how they feel. You seem really obviously there, and you seem like you have that same great energy and spirit about you. How do you physically feel right now?
Well, previous to this, after doing 7 rounds of chemo, the reason we stopped at 7 about 2.5 months ago, because I had gone down to 135 pounds, and my oncologist felt that I was too weak to go on to the next level. And during that period of time, I had 2 tubes that were inserted into my sides because I had some fluid that was leaking from various areas into my abdominal cavity, that was being caused by the tumor in my pancreas and the tumor in my liver pushing on different organs. What that meant was that I couldn't eat any solid foods because the tumor was pushing down and wouldn't allow me to get any food into my stomach. So I went down to 135 pounds.
What did you weigh?
On April 17th, when I was diagnosed, I was a very healthy 1977 John Bonham, 197 pounds.
Okay.
And went down to 135. And so they tried to put a stent valve in, which would have made it possible for me to eat solid foods, and for it to get into my stomach and the intestines and all of that. And after 3 tries, they just couldn't do it. And so the doctor, when I came out of anesthesia from surgery, I said, "So are we good?" And he goes, "No, we couldn't get past the blockage." And I said, "Am I going to have to be wearing this tube in this bag for the rest of my life?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's likely." And I said, "No, I don't accept that. I'm going to stop treatment because this is a very poor quality of life." And he says, "Well, hold on." And he left and had a meeting with his surgeons, and he came back and he goes, "We're going to try one more thing." And it was literally a Hail Mary play. I had been in the hospital since 9 a.m. that day, going through all of this. It's now 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or 6 o'clock in the evening. They rolled me back into surgery, and by 9:15, when I came out of anesthesia, he says they were able to put the stent in. So in due course, the tube was removed, and I've been able to start eating food.